Limited. This is the CBC Evening News.
Good evening, I'm Lisa Broom with the CBC Evening News. In our top story tonight, Tourism Minister Richard Seeley is praising moves to begin development on the long-awaited Hyatt-centric resort in the next 2 months. The paperwork for the project was signed yesterday afternoon at the Regis office building in Warrens. Mr. Seeley says it's a positive sign for the industry and shows that investor confidence in Barbados is high. He adds that the presence of the Hyatt should be a boost to the Carlisle Bay area where it will be located.
I've had some informal discussions with other owners of property in that Carlisle Bay area. Many of them are already involved in the tourism industry, and it is my hope that this project could be a catalyst for further development of quality accommodation product in the Bridgetown area.
Well, Barbados is definitely the place to be as we approach the climax of the Crop Over Festival. A CBC team visited the Grantley Adams International Airport as visitors came from afar to take in the action.
The arrivals hall at the Grantley Adams International Airport has been buzzing with activity. Visitors from the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom and the Caribbean touched down ready to enjoy the festivities. For some, it's their first time on the island.
I'm from Houston, Texas originally. We flew into Miami, spent the night there, and now we came here. So we're excited to see the beaches, compare them to Miami, and then we hear this is one of the most amazing places in this area. So we're very happy to be here. Everyone's been so friendly so far. It's a wonderful place so far. And the weather's nice too.
Coco, another first-time visitor, came for the vibes, but will also be attending the Emancipation Day walk.
Foods, the vibes, the colors, the music, I just love it when we all unite together. So I just want to feel some of that.
And of course, others have visited before, but are finally getting the chance to jump this year.
I'm from Canada, and the cold is strenuous, so the heat, I'm here for that. The beaches, and just the festival itself, because the music is really good this year. Last year it was great as well, but this year it's even better.
This is my first crop over, but this is not my first time to Barbados. I'm honorary Bajan, is what I like to call myself. So I'm looking forward to crop over this year.
Warren has been coming to Barbados since 2000 and says Barbados is the best place to be.
If you're looking for an experience surrounded by beautiful people, great culture, nice food, pure vibes, Barbados is the place. Beautiful weather, Barbados is the place.
And with just a few days to go before Kadooment Day, it seems as though we still have the sweetest summer festival. Lisa Lord, CBC News.
Well, there will be a 100% increase in police presence at the various starting points and along the route for the 4-day morning jump up. Acting Senior Superintendent Bruce Rowe says it is part of a plan by the security forces, which includes the Barbados Defence Force, to ensure revelers and spectators will be safe. He explains that the force's enhanced security plan will also see the closure of the road from the Holborn Circle to St. Michael's Row for the duration of the event.
I want to advise the younger generation of today, do not walk with large haversacks and large bags, because we'll be checking them. It's a festival. Leave the bags home, come out, enjoy yourself. We have this year about 25% of our force is involved in policing 4-day morning, and that's an increase on what we usually do yearly.
Mr. Rowe was speaking during a sponsors press conference at the National Cultural Foundation this afternoon. Along with the increased police presence, one of the event's sponsors, the Barbados Light and Power Company, says the route will also be much better lit.
From the placement of the light towers along the route, as well as the identification of existing lights that were previously not working, to noting all the walking hazards that need to be eliminated and ensuring the goal of making 4-day morning jam an incident-free event. This year, I walked the entire route for the first time with the event team, from Queen's Park to the BTI car park on Bay Street, along Hink Street, Princess Alice Highway, and ending on Spring Garden Highway. I was extremely impressed by the time taken to identify every shadow, which will now be eliminated, and to address contingencies like crowd control.
Almost 57 bands are expected on the road come Friday. The jump up will begin at 11 p.m. 21 bands will move off from Queen's Park, 17 from the BIDC, and 18 from the BTI car park around 12:30. A family from St. James has been left in shock after high winds blew part of the roof off their homes at Hoyts Village. The incident at Lot 15, new development, occurred shortly after 4 this morning. The galvanized from the roof also damaged a water meter nearby. Sandra Mears is the owner of the house. She was at work when she got the call about what happened. When the CBC team arrived this morning, she appeared visibly distraught and preferred not to be captured on camera. Her 2 children were home at the time of the incident, along with Aaron Jemmett, who also lives there.
Around 4:30, Marlon was going to get in the bathroom. I hear the wind blowing, and then I hear like saying holler, and when I look, I see the roof over in the road. Try that. We clean out the barrels. We taking out all the stuff with the barrels. The rain falling and all the time I ran out with having here.
Member of Parliament Kerry Simmons sent a representative to the scene this morning and promised that work will start on the roof today. A St. James man will know his fate next Wednesday when he returns to court for sentencing on drugs charges. 51-year-old Larry Chesterfield Thompson of Risk Road, Fitz Village, has been remanded to prison until August 3rd after pleading guilty to cocaine possession when he appeared in the Whole Town Magistrates Court yesterday. Thompson was charged with possession with intent to supply, and trafficking cocaine. The charges stemmed from a search warrant which was executed at premises occupied by Thompson last Wednesday. That search revealed just over a kilo of liquid cocaine hidden in a cupboard. Well, as Barbadians across the globe get ready to converge at home for a major conference, we're hearing that many of them would like to feel more like a part of the family and not outsiders. That's an issue they hope will be addressed during next week's Barbados Network consultation at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre. Kent Jerson has more.
For many Barbadians, giving back to their homeland, the society that shaped them, is very dear to their heart. Barbadian Tyrone Small, a military air traffic manager who lives in Miami, puts it this way.
All over the diaspora here, there are Bajans that are willing to say, okay, we've come up here, we've made something of ourselves, or we've took advantage of the things they offer here in the U.S. So now we would like to do what we can, as much as we can, for those back home who did not have the same opportunities we did.
Very often it's done collectively, as acknowledged by Prime Minister Frondell Stewart recently at the annual spring gathering of the Barbados Association of Tampa Bay.
This association here at Tampa Bay, as is now common knowledge in Barbados, contributes significantly to the upliftment of the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, makes substantial contributions to cancer victims, cancer survivors.
As far as contributions go, even when overseas Barbadians choose to come home for vacation, that spending is welcomed revenue for the country. Yet sometimes they feel the experience isn't what it should be.
You have people that leave here and they may live in squalor, but when they're going home, they feel proud to be home, and you don't know how long they had to save to come home and spend that money at home. So give us the respect that we deserve. We come home and we love the people, we love spending money, but when you go in the service industry, there's a detachment of that our money isn't as good as other people.
Some of the problems relate more to investing in Barbados.
You're dealing with a situation where if you want to build a home in Barbados, you send the money home, but many have gone home and look at the spot there and there's nothing on it. Okay? So that is one of the areas of skepticism. Another one that you hear is when they don't want to deal with the lawyers because the lawyers take their money and use it to their best interest and not to theirs.
And a myriad of other challenges are cited pertaining to Barbadians relocating home after living abroad. These include delays in getting personal items from the Bridgetown port and accessing concessions in place for returning nationals. These and other issues are expected to come up during the 3-day Barbados Network consultation, as Barbadians who live here and those who don't have their say on the way forward for this country. I'm Kent Jerson for CBC News.
Coming up, news from the Upper House. Stay with us.
Sale, sale, sale at Shoemax. The place to go for ladies' footwear is Shoemax at Dowell's House, Palmetto Street. For work, casual, school, and wide-width shoes for maximum value on lady shoes and selected items for only $29.95. Go to Shoemax, Dowell's House, Palmetto Street.
Don't let your data experience slow you down. Step up to Digicel, Barbados' fastest 4G network, more than twice as fast as the slow network. Get more with Digicel. Digicel, the fastest 4G network in Barbados. Dial *153 to sign up to Digicel today.
Liat's faithful, we haven't forgotten you. Book on or before August 14th for travel between September and October and get great low fares. Hurry! Book early and get the lowest fares available.
Leader of Government Business, Senator Maxine McLean, is concerned about a drastic shift from some of the fundamental social values that have made Barbados a beacon within the Caribbean. Senator McLean made the remarks as she led off debate in the Upper House on the Magistrates Court Amendment Bill 2016. Reflecting on some of the issues raised in the recent national consultation on society led by Prime Minister Frendel Stuart, Senator McLean stressed that increased selfishness and lawlessness are leading to a gradual increase in deviance and criminality. Senator McLean agrees the entire judicial system needs to be strengthened.
In this country, we have always seen ourselves very much as a society, and certainly this administration, Madam President, identifies itself with the very philosophic position, the very philosophy, that's what I wanted to say, that Barbados is more than an economy, it's a society. Because when society starts to break down, even when we amend the rules to expedite cases and so on, what we will have, Madam President, would be an explosion of cases before the courts. And so I am arguing that we cannot only address improvements within our court system.
Senator McLean also says government needs to focus on a number of social protection mechanisms.
Supporting mechanisms that have to be put in place to ensure that as we look to strengthen our judiciary, to strengthen our court processes, that we can't do that in a vacuum. To do that in a vacuum is to ignore the very factors which contribute to the presence of our citizens before the courts. And therefore, I think that for me, as I look at this amendment, the amendment is critical to ensuring that we can expedite the process of hearing cases, of bringing accused persons before the court, but of doing so in a manner that ensures that their rights are protected.
A contention that government needs to accept that the court system in Barbados needs a radical overhaul. This is the view of opposition Senator Wilfred Abrams. He says too many court cases are constantly being adjourned, and this is not helping to reduce the backlog within the system.
That radical measures need to be undertaken. If a case is in the system for more than 6 months and the police cannot get it started, kick it out. If the accused person turns up every time for court and the virtual complainant does not come, kick the case out. If there are small cases what I call victimless crimes. If somebody has a small bit of marijuana, where the only person they hurt were themselves, and the police within 6 months cannot start that case, kick that case out. We keep adjourning and adjourning and adjourning.
Senator Abrams suggests the amendment, which discontinues preliminary inquiries, still defeats the system as it creates a bottleneck in the High Court. He says there are many issues affecting the court system that have to be addressed and not just one issue. Also to come, a look at some of the stories making headlines across the region.
Across the Caribbean, brought to you by CIBC First Caribbean.
ICBL T20 Cricket Party, more than a match. To Gary's 80th birthday, celebrating the greatest all-rounder and our national hero. You can't beat that. July 28th, 6:30 p.m. Tickets from Kensington Oval, CS Pharmacy, and TicketPal.com. Hosted by the 50th Anniversary Secretariat.
Play the new hot ticket, Super Sizzling Sevens, and you could be swimming in cash with a top prize of $107,000 and 21 chances to win $107,000 on each ticket.
On Saturday, July 30th, we meet at the Oval for the MQI Mount Gay Pick of the Crop Finals. Aziza, Colin Spencer, Donella, Adonijah, Adrian Clark, Crystal Cummins-Beckles, IWeb, TC, and Mr. Blood are all ready to challenge 2015 Calypso Monarch Classic. Early bird grounds ticket, $45. Regular tickets, $55. Early bird 3Ws, $60, or pay more at the door. MQI Mount Gay Pick of the Crop Finals. Saturday, 30th July, Kensington Oval. Visit www.ncf.bb for more information.
Peoples, we store just got even better. Come on in. Come down to the new renovated People's Market in Tudor Bridge with bigger aisles and even more in store. All your general grocery needs. A whole new fruits and vegetables section. Beer, wine and liquor. A wide selection of meat and fish. And everything for your outdoor chip. But most of all, everything at low prices. Right, Miss Edwards?
That's right, Ma. I know we have the People's Mall too.
Peoples, come on down to the People's Mall.